What? I like wearing yukata on dates? Or yummy dinners? Wrong! It's a debilitating illness where you can only do what you yearn to do. Man, I am so glad that's over.
Hey, bro.
Huh? Hey there, sis. What's up? Oh.
Actually, I was looking for you. I've got someone here I want you to meet.
Oh yeah, this girl has me for physics, doesn't she?
Yep, allow me to introduce my friend, Kanon Chinami. She's got some physics questions, and since I said you were my brother, she was hoping you could help her.
Are you kidding? I already finished teaching my classes for the day.
Are we about to have a problem?
Oh no, everything's just dandy, thank you.
That's right. Do you always have to go out of your way to make my life so difficult?
Do you always have to wave a bat at me just because I'm being myself?
Whatever. Kanon needs to make a great score on her next physics exam, and you're her best shot at achieving that. So you are going to help her.
Why do I have to help her? I just want to go home and work on my blog. I'm losing followers left and right.
It's your job to help her. Her grade's got to be in the top 10 in her class. If it's not, she has to miss You Red Pond's concert.
You who what?
You Red Pond is the name of Kanon's favorite American singer. She's desperate to go to the concert. So you're gonna have to forget about your blog and help her get her grade up.
I'm not getting what her grades have to do with her going to a concert.
Kanon's parents are super strict about school, so she really needs to wow them with her grades to be able to go. So?
Fine. I guess since I'm supposed to be a teacher and everything. Can you tell me what you need help with? Great Scott!
She just texted me. I don't understand the part about how physics works or why and stuff.
Am I the only one who saw how weird that was? So, yeah, what's the deal with that whole exchange?
Do not make me hate you for asking a stupid question!
She never speaks?
Nope. Back in middle school, Kanon and I were classmates and good friends, but she's never uttered a word to me or anyone since then. Kids can be cruel. They would make fun of her a lot for her voice, so she stopped talking and only communicates through text now. Also, it doesn't help that she's really pretty. Along with the no talking thing, she's kind of famous. Now people treat her like a challenge. Loads of guys have tried dumb stuff to get her to talk. They've brought her flowers, taken her on dates. They're so cocky, but no one's convinced her they deserve to hear the sound of her voice yet.
Nobody can get her to talk, huh? It seems like a lot of hassle that could easily be taken care of if she would just talk, you know?
Oh, please don't be that way, Junichiro. It's supposed to be a big secret, but her voice actually sounds like...
What? Why didn't you mention the most important fact until now? Kanon has absolutely no choice in the matter. She must speak. Miss Kanon Chinami? Miss Kanon Chinami, please report to the science storage room. I repeat, class 2-3. All right, Kanon, let's conduct an experiment. My sister finally told me your secret. And that look confirms it. So I've set up a first-rate dialogue recording session for you. Oh, the microphone? It's vitally important that I hear your anime voice. I've taken the storage room and made it into a recording studio. I hope you realize I've gone to a lot of effort. The acoustics are perfection. You wonder why I would go to such lengths? Because it is absolutely imperative that I hear your voice. There are over 2,000 voice actors working in the field, but amongst those, probably fewer than 10 are actually the chosen ones. A natural anime voice is so rare, even otaku like me seldom hear one. If only you would whisper something in my ear, I would give my life to hear such a pure sound! But then which line would I like to hear? How would I ever be able to choose? How can a father pick a favorite child? Maybe Sergeant Saunders' signature line, Bakyun! And maybe after that... That is correct. None at all. Worry-free. You're beginning to understand how important your voice is to a true otaku like me. Behold, the super priceless recording script for episode 1 of Magical Cannon Girl Burakara! So, are you ready to begin? All right, Canon Chinami. Your voice is the prize, and I'm playing to win. Yes, everything is going exactly as I've planned. It's time to start the lesson.
Morning, jerk. So what did you say to Canon yesterday?
A bunch of stuff. Did she tell you something was wrong?
I've been texting her all day and she's only replied with silence. Total silence.
Silence? That is an unexpected complication.
You already knew that she was super sensitive about her voice. You should be teaching her and not harassing her about it.
That can't be what you really think, is it? Are you sure it's best to let her go on like this?
Well, maybe not. But how could we convince her otherwise?
Okay, that settles it. You get to help me teach this lesson. We are talking about a priceless anime voice here, as if I'm going to let a miracle like that pass me by.
Why do I feel like you're roping me into a scheme I'll regret in the end?
Next up in the news hour, Red Palm, the world-famous singer, has begun her world tour tonight in Miami, Florida, USA, and venues are selling out. She will be visiting 130 countries with her amazing voice.
So the physics struggle is real, huh? There's only 1 week left before the test. How much do you think you can learn all on your own? And I hate to be a downer, but it looks like you're not making much progress. No response at all? Awfully cold of you.
You must say the password, Hero.
Oh, looks like I forgot to mention something. The doors in the library have been modified by me. The locks are voice activated, but don't worry, all you have to do is say Sergeant Saunders' famous catchphrase. So there's still some work to do on this project. Oh, Mrs. Chinami, you don't seem old enough to have a teenager.
That's kind of you to
It's
say,
easy
sir.
when it's the
Be careful
truth.
not to
I
flatter
didn't
me
think
too
Canon
much.
would have such
Hey,
a great
girl,
mom.
are you surprised to see us?
We were all waiting for you.
Canon, come sit with your teacher. If I'd been expecting Canon's teacher this afternoon, I would have prepared a special dinner for all of you.
Please, it's my fault, I assure you. There's no reason to scold Miss Canon. I found myself suddenly overcome with the need to help this eager student, and the whole plan was last minute, so I didn't give her a chance to prepare you.
Canon struggled with physics for so long. She's lucky to have such a dedicated teacher. With your assistance, I know she'll rise to the top of her class.
Don't worry, you can count on me. I am, after all, the #1 physics teacher.
How perfectly charming and dramatic.
We're not gonna abandon you.
I anticipated a reaction like this from you. Suzune, you're on. Since she's used to speaking with you, Suzune will translate, so you can let us know how you really feel. Now please, go ahead and let it all out.
Can you please leave and get out of my life? In case you hadn't noticed, I actually have to study. I don't want anything to do with you or your schemes.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Neither my fingers nor your sister's voice stuttered. Besides, why did the two of you come all the way out here?
Obviously, as a concerned teacher, it's my duty to do everything in my power to improve your test scores.
Say what?
What we have here is a cool anime premise. I'm the hero and your voice is a MacGuffin, and just like Sergeant Saunders, I'll fight through every last challenge. And just before the closing credit song begins, you'll speak to me.
I would never make that deal. It doesn't matter how special you think my voice might sound because I will never speak again.
Like I said. Are you sure that's really how you want this all to play out? You're the one who said you have to go to Red Palm's concert, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say you need to get your grades up in order to do that? And we all know you can't possibly accomplish that without my generous assistance. All I'm asking for is that you kindly allow me to hear your precious voice. No biggie. So let's make a deal.
You talk a pretty big game. I don't see how it's possible to make the top 10 so fast.
Trust me, my YD is an asset. It means that when I actually yearn to do something, I totally deliver. How about this? If I can't tutor you into the top 10, I will make a solemn vow to quit. Sound fair?
That's not necessary!
So what do you say? Huzzah! Then we have a deal. I took the liberty of analyzing all of your grades for every subject since 7th grade. It seems that where your previous teachers failed you is in your understanding of quadratic functions and multipliers. Naturally, weakness in those areas would put you at a disadvantage when studying wave equations and dynamics, which ultimately is why your grades have been going nowhere. So I built this especially for you to work with your shortcomings.
Huh?
Canon Quest, the ultra-personalized educational video game built for your success. This program calculates your weaknesses and creates problems instantly. As your understanding deepens, the questions intensify. If you can get past level 8 in this game, you should be able to at least get an 80 on your test. You're stressing too much. Just like any RPG, if you keep grinding, you'll get stronger. Those monsters you're facing now will be trash mobs in no time. It'll be easy. Huh? She says it's not easy for her, but... Okay, think I got it. I'm coming in. Here, since you said it was too hard, I put together a brand new custom system overnight. Check out that FMV. You'd think Square Enix made it. Anyway, I call it Canon Fantasy 2. I added a debug function to help the game further develop your skills. It analyzes your weaknesses in order to help you overcome them with clearer questions. There's no way your grades won't improve now. Also, can you believe those graphics? Your game is now in high-def 3D, which adds a level of realism, depth, and complexity to the physics problems you encounter. All of which should encourage thinking. Did I fall asleep or something? Sorry, I guess I must have been pretty exhausted after the last few nights. Why are you sorry? In the end, it's my fault that I haven't been able to teach you physics effectively enough, but... You have to get into the top 10, otherwise it wouldn't be right to accept that. As an otaku, I take pride in making large payments for things of true value. I appreciate the gesture, though. You know, I only got 5 out of 100 on my first physics test. I thought the whole subject was boring and irrelevant at first. But I had this cool idea to build an anywhere door. People told me I could never make something like that without physics, so I studied physics because it was something I had to do. I always do what I yearn to do, but that's not necessarily what I'm naturally good at or even what I can already accomplish. In order to realize a bigger goal, sometimes I have to do something I'm bad at. So in a way, we're the same.
Whoa, that's a total anime voice. Is that really her real voice? Are you sure it's not edited?
It's godlike, sort
The
of.
voice is in the 2.5th dimension.
Wow, Canon, you're like super popular. Look at all the comments. I always thought your voice was funny, but I didn't know what to call it. Anime voice, huh? Huh? The comments just stopped. What happened? They were coming into the video like a total flood until a second ago. Hey, look! Huh?
It's you, Red Pond's concert streaming live. I guess everyone went to watch that instead.
So, Canon's big exam is happening today. Do you think she'll do good enough to be able to go to the concert? You're looking smug.
Hail to the king!
Let me see. She got up to level 10? Wow, that's really fantastic!
Yeah, all she had to do was get past level 8, but she rocked it.
Awesome, so she's actually prepared to do well on the test?
Why, yes, indeed she is. Is that my phone? A little early for a text. I guess I better get a move on, and quick. Good morning. Is everything okay? Let me just read. Mr. Kagami, I hate my voice more than I can tell you. Canon, that's the only thing I'm sure about with you. That's why you have such a fascination with U-Red Pond, isn't it? And why you're set on going to her concert. She saved me, so ever since that day, anytime I have the opportunity to hear her sing, I'm able to instantly forget all my problems. That's fine and dandy, I suppose, but that's not really the issue we're tackling here. Her voice is so heavenly clear and beautiful, it's just like the total and complete opposite of mine. Well, if you want my opinion, heavenly beautiful voices are totally overrated. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yeah. You see? I'm glad my voice is nothing like U-Red Pond's. So you still don't get it.
And you know what?
And you know what?
And you know what? And you know what?
And you know what? And you know what?
And you know what? And you know what?
And you know what? And you know what? And you know what? And you know what?
Would you be happy with any of these voices? I have a famously bad voice, but you know what I love? Karaoke. I go with friends, and they still have fun despite the fact that I suck. You get it now? People like and enjoy different things, and that's totally okay. Miyazaki thinks otaku are the worst. That doesn't mean his films are bad or that something's wrong with me. All that logical stuff aside, my point is simple. We had an agreement. Will you honor it? I want to hear your voice, no matter how it sounds. That's it for today's lesson. I have really high hopes for you. I think you're definitely going to get that high score you need. Oh. Good God! She utterly stunned me! Now go get him, anime girl!